out if you still have it. We got some words.
How you feel? You got some words.
Dean and Jasmine Richardson report to the front immediately.
They're not here if you keep calling their name. Nope. Nope. Yeah. I got it here. Hey, you got it. Oh, I remember that.
You recording yet? Okay, so tomorrow it's gonna be a fast moving day if you are here and not leave for spring break this year. But tomorrow's gonna be fast. We're gonna come in and we're gonna take our Kahoot quiz, and then we are going to have Jazz, who's coming back out on the show to talk to you some more. So we may skip the announcements on tomorrow, so we can fit everything in.
Hey.
All right, so I gave you this list of words. If you got the new ones from me, you will see that deviance was marked out. Pierre and Jeremiah, make sure you pay attention. Thank you. You will see that deviance is marked out. Federalism was added. If you have the old list, please mark out deviance and add federalism.
Ooh.
Okay, so what I want you to do right now, if you haven't defined them already, is to look over this list of words. And I want you to try to form a definition just by looking at it. Because some of them...
Karen Fulton, report to the front. Karen Fulton.
Some of these words you have seen already, we have talked about here in class. Some of them you haven't, but some of them you can kind of form some kind of definition in your brains before actually looking at the definition. So let's take a few minutes and look over these words and see what kinds of definitions you can come up with. If your cell phones are out, put them up, and if they are on, put them on silent. I'll give you about another minute just to look over the list of words and see if you can form some kind of definition in your brain. Okay, so if you look at these words, who can, well, let me see. Looking at psychoanalysis, Courtney, can you give us a gist of what you think this word might mean? Okay, so it deals with psychology. So what exactly does psychology deal with?
Mental disorders.
Okay, your mental state, pretty much. So, what do we think psychoanalysis means?
Breaking it down.
Okay, really diving in to what's going on in someone's brain who's suffering from some kind of mental disorder. Doesn't have to be something too serious. It can be something as simple as depression. But it's really just a system of psychological theory, so you have that part right, and therapy that aims to treat mental disorders by investigating the interaction of conscious and unconscious elements in the mind and bringing repressed fears and conflicts into the conscious mind by techniques such as dream interpretation and free association. So basically just breaking everything down, trying to get to the bottom of what's going on, having these people having mental disorders. The next word is sociology. Alan, can you tell us what you think sociology may mean?
The study of communication, because when I learn you like that, that suffix is like you studying something, so it is socializing out of this talk.
Okay, between who?
Like anybody.
So people in general. So it's dealing with people. It's dealing with the development, the structure, and the functioning of human society. Okay, so it's dealing with everything that people in everyday life deal with. Okay? Perception. Siobhan, can you tell us what you think perception means?
I feel like what you understand from seeing something.
Perception.
That's how you look at something.
You're being aware of something.
Like before you even know what it is.
Okay, that's pretty much it. Your perception of something before it can be before you know what it is. It can be that you know what it is, but in your mind you have what you see it as. Other people may not see it the same way you do. Okay, but the formal definition of perception is the ability to see, hear, or become aware of something through the senses. So it's all about how you see or hear something. Like I said, everyone else may not see or hear it the same way that you do. A good example of perception is that somebody may say something to someone and it may not offend them, but it may offend someone else that was around that heard it. And not only that, but the person who said it may not have meant it to be offensive, but the person that they're saying it to can take it offensive. So it's all about that person's perception, how they perceived it when you said it. All right, let's see. Federalism. Who can tell me what they think federalism means?
Ain't that like where you mostly ran by like federal government or whatever you stood? That's kind of similar to militarism, federalism pretty much.
Okay, it's different than militarism. But you were right when you said it was like a government, a system of government, okay? So the federal principle or system of government. All right, it's just a system of government. Are we run under a federalism?
I think so.
Yeah, how do you
It's a system of government, right? Our democracy is a system of government, right? So it is a federalism. Okay? Precedent. If you go to law school, you will hear this word a lot. So who can tell me what they think precedent means? Precedent, not president. Precedent. Okay, so I'm gonna help you out with precedent. Precedent, say you are sitting in a courtroom and somebody is going to jail for a murder trial or a rape case or something like that. So what the judge is going to do is he's going to look at cases before that trial. And depending on the evidence that is given to him, he's going to look for those specific things in earlier trials. And then he's going to see how that previous judge ruled in that case, the sentence that he gave and everything. And then he's going to make his decision for that case that he is judging on then. So when you use precedent, you're going back to something or to an event that happened earlier to help you make a decision for now.
12 minutes.
Right, exactly. It said your reputation precedes you. So, it's things that you have already done. I mean, going back to court. If you go to court for the same thing over and over and over again, they're gonna say, well, I'm looking at your rap sheet and you have been convicted of these same crimes over and over and over again. And from there, they can lay a pretty heavy sentence on you because you have not learned your lesson from the previous times. It happens all the time. Just recently, there was